女士们、先生们，有请中共中央政治局常委、
Ladies and gentlemen, please
中央
welcome
书记处书记
member of
蔡
the
奇阁
Steering
下
Committee of the
前往
CPC
讲台主
Political
持
Bureau,
并致开幕词。
Mr. Cai Qi, to
Ladies and
moderate the
gentlemen,
session.
let's welcome His Excellency Cai Qi to deliver opening remarks.
尊敬的智利总统
Your Excellency
伯利奇阁下，
Gabriel Boric,
阿根廷
President
总
of
统
Chile, Your
费
Excellency
尔南德斯
Alberto
阁下，
Fernandez, President of
刚果
Argentina,
部总统
Your Excellency Denis
萨苏
Sassou
阁下，
Nguesso, President of the Republic of
肯
the
尼亚总
Congo,
统
Your Excellency
鲁托阁
Dr.
下，
William Samoei
越
Ruto,
南
President
国
of
家主
Kenya,
席
Your
伍
Excellency
文散阁下，
Wu Van Son, President of Vietnam,
柬埔寨首
Your
相
Excellency Samdech
Homanai
Mohabova Dipande Homane, Prime
尼日
Minister
利亚
of
副总
Cambodia,
统
Your
谢利
Excellency
马阁下，
Hashim Shetima, Vice
阿联酋
President of
总统特
Algeria,
别代表
Your Highness
苏
Sheikh
柔先
Saud
生，
bin Soka
希
Al
腊总理
Qasimi,
高级代表，
Special Representative of the President of the
斯科雷
UAE,
卡
Your
斯先
Excellency
生，
Kostas
各位代表，女士
Skiriakas,
们、先生们，
Minister of
下午好！
Development of Greece, High-Level
欢迎
Representative
大
of the
家
Prime
出席
Minister,
第3届
Delegates, ladies
“一
and
带一
gentlemen,
路”
good
国际
afternoon.
合作高峰
Welcome
论
to the
坛
High-Level Forum
数
on
字经
Digital
济
Economy
高级
of
别
the
论坛。
Third Belt and Road Forum for International
秋
Cooperation.
天是丰收的季节。
Autumn is a
10年前
season
的
of
秋天，
harvest. 10 years
习近平
ago,
主席
President
提
Xi
出了共
Jinping
建“一
put
带一
forth
路”
the
的
Belt
倡
and
议。
Road Initiative.
10年来，
In the past
一带
decade,
一路
this
落地
initiative
生
has
根，
taken root
持久
and
发展。
delivered durable
梦
outcomes.
想的种子
The
成长为
seedlings of
促
dream
进
have
全球合
flourished
作的
into a big
防
tree
贸大树，
of global
从理
cooperation.
念转化为行动，
Visions
从
have
愿
been
景
turned
转
into
变为
reality
现
with
实，
concrete actions,
从
and
大
the
协议
BRI has
到公理
transformed
化，
from a general
走出了一
framework
条
of
高质量
cooperation
发展的
to
光
a
明大道。
detailed initiative, becoming a
今
path
天
to high-quality development.
又是一个
Today
金秋10月，
We're in the golden
习近平
season
主
of
席
autumn again.
在今天上午的高峰
This
论
morning,
坛开幕
President
式
Xi
上，
Jinping delivered a keynote speech
发表
at
了
the
主
opening
旨演讲，
ceremony of
全面
the
回顾了
BRF.
过去10年
In
共
the
建“一
speech,
带一
he
路”的成就，
reviewed the outcomes and
展望
success
和
of
规划了高质
the
量共
BRI
建“
in
一
the
带
past
一路”
decade
未来发展方
and
向，
draw up a
倡导
blueprint
深化共建“一
for
带一路”
high-quality
伙
Belt
伴
and
关
Road
系，
cooperation in the future.
宣布了
He
8
called
大
for deeper
重大
partnership on Belt
8
and
项重
Road
大行动，
cooperation and
并被
announced
提出
8
了
major initiatives for
并提出了
delivering
对
Belt and
建
Road
设
cooperation.
数字丝
Also in
绸
this
之路
speech,
的殷
He
切
shared
期待。
his great aspirations for
当
building
今
a
世界，
digital Silk
数
Road.
字经济发展
In today's
速度
world,
之快，辐
The
射范
digital
围之广，
economy is
影
developing
响程度之
rapidly
深，
like
前
never
所未有
before,。and is
正在
reaching
成为
and
重组全球
affecting
要
more
素
people
资
like
源、
never before.
重塑全球
It is
经济
becoming
结
a
构，
key
改
force
变
in
全
reshaping
球竞争格
and
局的关
allocating
键力
sources,
量。
resources, and factors of protection,
数字经济具有
restructuring
高
global
创新
economy,
性、
and shaping
强
global
渗透
competition.
性，
The digital
广
economy is
覆盖
highly
性，
innovative, penetrative,
不仅
and
打破了
wide
时空
covering.
限制，
It
延
breaks
伸
the
的产业链
contains
条，畅通
It
了“一
breaks
带一
the
路”国家
limits
经
of
济
time and
循环，
space, extended our
也带动
industrial
了传统
chains,
产业转型
and
升级，
further
培出新
smoothened
的经济增长点，
the circulation of
成为推
economy
动“
in
一带一
Belt
路”
and Road
国家
partner
产业
countries.
发展与
It
变
has
革的重要
promoted
引
the
擎。
development and transformation of traditional
随着互
industries
联网、
and
大
nurtured
数
new
据、
growth
云计
areas.
算、人工智能、区块
With
链等数字
Faster
技术
innovation
的加
areas
速
such
创
as the
新，
internet, big data, cloud
日益融
computing,
入经
artificial
济社会
intelligence,
发
and
展各
blockchain.
领域全过程。
The digital economy is more
数
and
字
more
经济
integrated
对
in
促
every
进各
part
国
of
经
our
济增长、
life.
便利
The
人
digital
民生产
economy
生活，
will play
将
an
发
ever
挥
bigger
更
role
大
in
作用。
promoting economic growth and
我们要加
facilitating
强数字
the
经
work
济
and
领域
life
对
of our
话
people.
交流，
We need to strengthen dialogue
深
and
化务实
exchanges
合作，
on digital economy,
让
deepen
数字
our
经济
practical
发展成
cooperation
果
so
更好
that
造
the
福
fruits
各
of
国
digital
人民。
economy can benefit
第一，
more people in more
坚
countries.
持开
To this
放合
end,
作，
we need to
推
first
进互联互
uphold
通。
open cooperation and promote
数字经
connectivity.
济天然具有
The digital
全球化
economy
的属
is
性，
naturally global.
各国只有
Only
开
when
放包容、
countries uphold
互
openness,
通互
inclusiveness,
联，
and
才
connectivity
能相互助力、
can
互
we
利共赢
achieve。win-win outcomes.
我们要强化
We
数
must
字基础
strengthen
设施建设
cooperation
合作，
on digital
共
infrastructure
同促进 移动通
jointly
讯网络
promote
应用，
application of
扩
mobile
大高速
telecommunication
互联网接
networks
入和连接，
and expand
打
access to
通经济
high-speed
社会发
internet
展的信息大动脉，
to broaden the
铺就
arteries of economic
信
and
息
social
畅通
development
之路，为数字经济
and
发
to
展
lay a
提供
strong
强有
and
力的
robust
连接
foundation
和底
for
座。
high-quality development
Yeah.
of digital economy.
坚持创
Second,
新
we
驱
need
动
to，pursue
增
innovation-driven
强发展
outcomes
动能。
to inject
随
more
着新一
impetus
轮
for
科
our
技革命
development.
和产业变革突飞猛进，
With the rapid
数字技术
transformation
已成为
brought
推
by a
动
new
经
round
济社
of
会发展的
technological
强大
revolution,
技术支撑。
digital technology
我
has
们要
become a
倡导构
strong
建
technological
开放
support
包容、
for
融
socio-economic
通
growth.
共享
We
的
need to
技术
foster
创新环
an
境，
open, inclusive, and
推
connected
动
environment for
数字技术
technological
领域
innovation,
创新交流，
to promote
技术开放与
exchanges on
资源共
technological
享，
innovation in the
深化各
digital
国
field,
在人工智能
and、
大
share our
数据、
resources
物联网等
and
数字
technologies.
技术领
We
域
need
的
to
合作，
deepen our cooperation on
不
artificial
断深
intelligence,
化
big data,
优
and
化
Internet of Things,
数
to
字技术
improve
生态，共
our
同促进技术
tech
创新、
ecology
应用和进步，
so that we can
促
better
进数
share the
字
fruits
技
of
术
technological
与实体
innovation
经济
and
深度融合，
advances. This
协同
is
推
a
动
path for us
各
to
国
better
农业、
integrate
制造
digital
业、
technologies
服务
with
业
our real
数字
economy
化转型，
and promote the
释
digital
放
transformation of
数
our
字经济发
agriculture,
展动能。
manufacturing, and service industries
第
to
三，
unleash the
坚持
potential
共
of
同
digital
发展，
economy. Third,
缩小
we need to
数字鸿
uphold the
沟，
principle of common development
各
and
国要携
bridge
手发展，
the
共
digital
同繁
gap.
荣。各国人民都有通过自己的
All countries
辛
need to
勤
work
劳动
together for
过
common
上美好
prosperity,
生活
and
的
the
权
people of all
利。
countries have the
我们
right
要共同建
to
设
live a better
可
life
协作
through
的
hard
商业
work.
框架和体系
We，need to foster a collaborative
支持
commercial
中小
framework
企业
to
和
support
初创
SMEs
企业
and startups
培养数字
in
创业能
strengthening
力，
their digital
加
capacity.
快信息化服务
We
普
need to
及，
expand the coverage
在互联网发展中
of
保障和改善
information
民生，
services at a
促
faster
进公
pace
众数字素养
and
和
improve
技能
people's
提升，
well-being with the development
不
of the
断增强
internet.
公众的数
We
字
need
化
to
适应性和创造力
cultivate，a more tech-savvy
缩小各
population
国之间的数字
to
鸿沟，
narrow the digital
让更
gap
多国家和人民
so
共
that
享数
more
字技
countries
术
and more
发
people
展成果。
can share the fruits of digital
第四，
advances.
坚持
Fourth,
多边主
we
义
need，to uphold the
完善
principle of
全球治理。
multilateralism and improve
数字经济
global
时代，
governance in
各
digital
国前
economy.
途命运紧
In
密
this era
相连。
of
利
digital
益交融
economy,
前
the
所未
fates
有。
of countries are
我们
connected
要
more
践
than ever
行共
before.
商共建共享的全球
We
治理
must
观，
pursue global
共建
governance
和
that
平、
is
安
based
全、
on
开放、
joint
合作、
contribution
有序的网络
and
空
shared
间，
benefits. We need to
尊重
foster a
网络主
peaceful,
权，
safe and secure,
尊重自
open,
主发展
cooperative,
道
and
路，
orderly
深
cyberspace.
化网络
Respect
安全领域合作，
country sovereignty in
保护
cyberspace.
数据安全、
Respect
个人隐私
independently
和
chosen
信息
paths of
技术安全，
development and deepen our cooperation
加
on
强在
cybersecurity.
技
We need
术
to
标准、
protect
伦
security
理
of
准则
data,
方面的国际
privacy,
合作，
and
推
safety
动
of
建立多
information
边、
technologies.
民主、透
We
明
also
的
need
全
to
球互
strengthen
联网
international
治理体系，
cooperation on ethics,
携手构建
standards,
网络空间
and
命运
codes
共
of
同体。
conduct to promote a
各位
global
嘉宾、
governance
各位
system
朋友，
that is based on multilateral
回望
principles,
过去
democratic
10
and
年，
transparent,
是中
and
国数
build
字
a
经
community
济
with
高
a
质
shared
量
future
发
in
展的10年，
cyberspace. Distinguished
也
guests,
是中
friends,
国数字领
the
域
past
国际
decade
交流合作
was a
不断
decade
深
of
化的
high-quality
10年。
development for China's digital
中国
economy.
建成了全
It was
球
also
最
a
大的
decade
光
of
纤
deepening
和移动
international exchanges and
宽带
cooperation.
网络。移动通
China
讯
has
实现
developed the
从
world's largest
3G
fiber
突
cable
破
and
到
mobile bandwidth
4G
network.
同步，再
We
到
made
5G
indigenous
引领的
breakthroughs
跨
on
越。
3G, caught up on
电子
4G,
商务、
and has
移
become a
动支付规
frontrunner
模
on
全球领
5G.
先，
We are
数
leading
字
the
惠
world
民
in
水
terms of
平
the
不断
scale of
提升，
e-commerce and mobile payment.
数字
Our
经
digital
济总体
technologies
规
are
模连
increasingly
续多年
benefiting
位
our
居
people.
世界第二。
And we have
中
been
国持
ranking
续
the
深
second
化
in the
数字
world
领域国
in
际
terms
交
of
流与
the
合
scale of our
作，
total
大力发
digital
展数字
economy
贸易，
for many years in a
深
row.
度参与数字经济
China
国际
has
治
been
理，
consistently
积
engaged
极
in
推动
international
形
exchanges and
成
cooperation
开
in the
放、
digital
共
field.
赢的
And we are a
数
huge
字
contributor
领
to
域国
digital
际合作
trade,
格局。 序，
to economic governance.
心合一同，谋无不成。
When we have a shared conviction, no goal is beyond reach. China will continue to pursue a path of peaceful development, promote deeper and more concrete results in building a digital Silk Road. We will make every effort to transform the Belt and Road into a road of peace and digital road. A road to openness, inclusiveness, benefit for all, and win-win cooperation for all countries. China will hold high the banner of multilateralism and cooperate with the rest of the world so that while achieving its own high-quality digital economic development, China can contribute to the growth of the world. And here I would like to reaffirm that China will remain committed to high-quality digital economic development, and China will remain committed to building an open economic system at a higher level. We are ready to work with the rest of the world to foster a path of global digital development that features shared resources, vibrant digital economy, calibrated and efficient digital governance, and prosperous digital culture, and robust safeguards for digital safety. We will accelerate our efforts to foster a community with a shared future in the cyberspace and contribute our wisdom and strengths to global peace, development, and human progress. Thank you very much.
感谢蔡奇书记。
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
Secretary Cai
Cai
Ji. 下面请智利总统博里奇阁下致辞。Let's welcome His Excellency Gabriel Boric Font, President of the Republic of Chile.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Nuestros anfitriones, las autoridades
First of all,
del
I'd like to
gobierno de China
extend my great thanks
y
to
a todos
Chinese leaders
todas
and the Chinese
los invitados
government,
a este tercer foro de la
as
Franja y la
well
Ruta.
as
Para nosotros
guests
desde Chile,
present today.
desde donde hemos viajado más de 35 horas para poder llegar hasta acá.
We took a flight
Es
of
realmente un
35
honor
hours to
poder
China from
compartir
Chile.
con ustedes la visión
Today,
de nuestra patria
I'm
lejana al
very
sur del
honored
mundo sobre un tema tan trascendente
to share
para
with
el
you
presente y futuro
our
de nuestro
views and
planeta como es la
visions
economía
on
digital.
behalf of the Chile government.
Y quiero agradecer la invitación que nos extendió el
Despite being
presidente Xi
far
Jinping
apart
para
away,
participar como país en este tercer
economy
foro de la
and
Franja y la Ruta, al igual
society
como hemos
is
participado
deeply interconnected
en
between
sus dos
us.
versiones anteriores.
President Xi Jinping invited us to attend the third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation as the previous two forums. Chile is located in Latin America, far apart from China, but Chile and Argentina, on behalf of Latin America countries, are attending the third Belt and Road Forum on behalf of our brothers and sisters. I believe that only through international cooperation can we turn risks and challenges in the world into development opportunities for all countries to speak for justice. And we also need to make it through cooperation. The Chinese government asks us to build development without hegemonism and expansion. We highly appreciate this effort. We speak highly of the Belt and Road Initiative. In the past decade, this initiative has been a robust initiative improving connectivity of BRI partners. Chile is actually leading the way and shows great support to the Belt and Road Initiative. We hope to deepen participation under the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative, and we also invite BRI partners to have a deep understanding of Latin America. We believe that in the future, the Belt and Road Initiative should go beyond infrastructure. The Asian Silk Road is the intersection of peace. In terms of people-to-people exchanges and mutual respect, the exchanges between people show that BRI can improve cooperation in digital economy, energy, and the people-to-people exchanges so as to restore the spirit of the Asian Silk Road. Because at that time, the Asian Silk Road not only improved the flow of commodities but also spread knowledge. This is very important for developing countries. Under this framework, China placed great weight on the digital economy, and we highly appreciate it. Now the digital economy is a great opportunity. COVID-19 pandemic has caused great death toll as well as impacts, but it is also a positive factor, stimulating solidarity and cooperation between people. My president of Argentina also mentioned this at the opening ceremony. Moreover, telecommunication, telemedicine, digital banking, mobile applications are just shining examples how the digital economy has become a part of our daily life. Your Excellencies, as developing countries, we need to lead the way to strengthen cooperation, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, some countries stick to technological competitiveness and stored vaccines during the COVID-19 pandemic. But developing countries need cooperation. Only through cooperation can people live a better life. As long as we treat each other on an equal-footed way and transcend beyond conflicts, strengthen communication, we will live a better life. I believe that the transformation to digital economy can be a great source of development and opportunity only through this way and reduce the widespread inequality. We have made great wealth, but there is a great problem. We need to divide the wealth to the people on an equal-footed way. This is my understanding. We need to promote digitalized infrastructure initiative, and this is also a state policy of my country, especially in data storage and transmission. And in OECD, we are the 8th largest country with the largest number of broad-based users, and moreover, in the optical readiness index test, we have the fastest fixed broadband internet in the world. And small and medium-sized companies in Chile maximized their teleworking during the pandemic, reported by OECD. The latest research of digital readiness index shows that we are the best country in Latin America start a new digital economy model recently. Singapore, France, the United States, Estonia, Britain, India, and China have all chosen Chile as the market for software and information technology development, demonstrating the potential of our country as an innovation center in South America. China's expertise and innovation played a prominent role in Chile. You participated in the construction of 3G, 4G, and 5G networks and the Optica Southern Optical Fiber Cable Project, which enabled nearly 3,000 kilometers of southern Chile to have access to this technology.
la Antártica, un continente de ciencia y de paz,
And we
del
are
cual
also
tanto Chile como Argentina somos
providing
puertas de entrada para el
the
mundo.
application of this
A fines del
technology
2003
to
y durante el
Antarctica.
2024
Chile
vamos a realizar
and
nuevas licitaciones de espectro para
Argentina
el despliegue del
are the
5G, lo que va a
door
abrir nuevas
to the Argentina
oportunidades de
at the
inversión y
end of
colaboración
2023,
con
and
diferentes
during
actores de este ámbito
2024
prioritario para
we will
nuestro
provide
gobierno.
new spectral licenses
A
for
la
the
par
dual
con estos
deployment
avances,
of 5G,
estamos
and
buscando
this will
fortalecer
open
las
up new
alianzas
opportunities
internacionales con
and
el
is
fin
the
de materializar
priority
el
of our
potencial
government.
que la economía
With these
digital tiene para
advances, we
democratizar
still
la
seek to
participación de las
strengthen
personas, las
international
comunidades
partnership to
y las
untap the
micro, pequeñas y
potential of the
medianas
digital
empresas en la
economy.
economía global, porque estamos convencidos de que la
Therefore,
economía digital
individuals,
también debe
communities,
servir
and the
para democratizar
microeconomies will
nuestras
better
sociedades, para que
participate
nuestros
in the
pueblos
digital
tengan mejores posibilidades de
economy.
expresión.
Because we
Y es que
believe that
combatir la
the
brecha
digital
digital que
economy
afecta
should
principalmente a las
develop the
nuevas
society
empresas, a las
in a
personas remotas y
better and
rurales y
fair
aquellas
way,
dirigidas
and
por
people should
mujeres,
speak up
por
for
jóvenes, por
themselves
personas
on an
mayores o por
equal-footed
migrantes,
way.
es hoy día el principal
Bridging
reto
the
que tenemos en
digital
esta materia.
divide, which mainly affects
Hemos sido
startups,
pioneros en la
companies
inclusión de
in
temas de
remote
economía
and rural
digital como estos en
areas, and
tratados de libre
companies
comercio, y
led by
junto a
women,
Nueva
youth,
Zelanda
the
y
elderly, or
Singapur
immigrants
firmamos
is
el
the main
2020
challenge.
un
Chile
inédito
took the lead
acuerdo
in
de
including the
asociación de
digital
economía
economy.
digital,
We signed the
BEIJING,
2020 Free
que
Trade
avanza
Agreement with
justamente en
New
esta
Zealand
dirección,
and
y
Singapore,
actualmente estamos
DEPA,
trabajando en la
and this
ampliación de
is
este
a
acuerdo y
great
hemos
example.
manifestado a China
Now we are
el apoyo de
expanding
nuestro
the
país para formar parte justamente
membership
de
of
BIPA
the
y de
agreement.
otros países que eventualmente quieran
In this
integrarse a este
regard,
acuerdo.
Chile will continue to support
En
China
Chile,
and other
y con esto
countries'
termino,
accession to
nuestra
DEPA.
prioridad es mejorar la calidad de vida de nuestra población en
Finally,
todas
I
las
want
dimensiones
to
posibles,
stress that
incluyendo la de disfrutar
in Chile, our
y
front
ejercer
burner
la
issue
capacidad de
is to
innovar,
improve
beneficiarse de los
our
logros
people's
científicos y
well-being,
tecnológicos y
including
vivir en un
enjoying,
entorno amigable,
exercising innovation,
inclusivo,
benefiting from
sustentable
scientific
e
and
inteligente.
technological achievements,
Estimadas
and
y
living in a
estimados, a
friendly,
medida que avanzamos
inclusive,
hacia un futuro
smart
digital,
environment.
es
Your
fundamental que
Excellencies,
sigamos
going
fortaleciendo
forward,
nuestras alianzas y colaboraciones
it is
internacionales,
very important
abriendo
to strengthen
nuevos caminos de
international
cooperación y
exchanges and
colaboración
cooperation.
en un marco de
We need
neutralidad
to expand
tecnológica,
new
sin
channels of
subordinarse a ninguna
cooperation,
potencia y de trato no discriminatorio, garantizando un
non-discriminatory
ambiente
treatment, and
respetuoso para las
technological
inversiones.
neutrality.
Sepan
We
que
should
en
not
nuestro país,
succumb
Chile,
to other countries'
encontrarán un aliado
pressure.
entusiasta del futuro que nos espera.
Please believe
Y
that
antes de terminar,
Chile is an
muy
enthusiastic
brevemente,
friend,
no puedo dejar de
and we
compartir con
can
ustedes
usher
una
in
breve
the future
reflexión.
together.
Hoy estamos
Before
aquí en
my
este foro
closing
internacional
remarks, I'd like to share
hablando de
with
cómo
you
profundizar la
several of
economía
my
digital
points.
y la conectividad digital como un derecho de
The
nuestros
Chile
ciudadanos, cómo
delegation
iluminar
comes
más
to
lugares.
China to share with
Sin
you
embargo,
our
al mismo
views
tiempo, tal como mencionara Antonio
and
Gutiérrez,
improve
Guterres, hoy
connectivity.
día,
And this
en la
is
Franja
also
de
one of
Gaza,
the rights of our
el pueblo
people.
palestino no
As
solo no
General
tiene acceso a
Secretary of
Internet,
the United Nations
sino que incluso
mentioned
se le ha negado el
that
acceso a
people in
servicios básicos
Palestine
como el agua y la luz.
have no access to
Desde este
internet
foro, hago un
or
llamado
electricity,
enérgico a
water,
terminar
and
con el
other
castigo y
basic
masacre a
necessities.
civiles
Here, I'd like to
y entender que los
call
infames
that
atentados y secuestros
killings
perpetrados por
and
Hamas no otorgan derecho al Estado de Israel
other
para imponer
acts
muerte y
that
barbarie
harm
como lo está haciendo
citizens
hoy día en Gaza.
should be
Levantemos
stopped.
también nuestras voces ante esta
Israel
tragedia
should
que no puede sino
not
conmocionarnos
kill
y llamarnos
people
a la acción.
at the
Muchísimas gracias.
Gaza Strip. Hamas should also stop their acts. At this, we need to criticize these
感谢
acts.
伯里奇
Thank
总
you
统。
very much.
Thank you, President Boric. 下面请阿根廷总统费尔南德斯阁下致辞。Let's welcome His Excellency Albert Fernandez, President of the Republic of Argentina.
Muy buenas tardes a todos y a todas.
Good
En
afternoon.
primer lugar, quiero agradecerle al gobierno de la
First of all,
República Popular China habernos invitado. Es un honor.
I'd like to extend my great thanks to the Chinese government for inviting us to attend this high-level forum of digital economy.
En sus comienzos, la iniciativa de la Franja y la Ruta se centraba en los aspectos
At the beginning
relacionados a la
of the Belt and
infraestructura
Road
física de los
Initiative,
países.
we know that the physical infrastructure is the priority of this initiative. The main projects reflect BRI partners' significant efforts to improve the infrastructure necessary for economic development and interactions. Now, many infrastructure projects were completed around the world, including in Argentina. As I said during the opening ceremony, The long-standing and fruitful Argentina-China relations have facilitated the delivery of many projects, including the generation of wind and photovoltaic energy, the construction of water treatment plants, aqueducts, and the physical connection through bridges, roads, and railways. These projects represent a great contribution to the economic development of my country and the absolutely essential change towards the transition to a sustainable energy mix and to the forms of production with less impact on the environment. In recent years, Argentina and China have also been talking about digitalization. Already in 2015, long before the outbreak of the pandemic, the importance of digitalization stood out. Our interaction expanded to digital infrastructure development. Argentina acceded to the Beijing Initiative on the Belt and Road International Digital Economy Cooperation and signed specific working memorandums with China for the development of the digital economy and the sustainable economy. In Argentina's case, as for all, the advance of digitalization represents, on one hand, a challenge that all people and all activities can benefit from, and is also an opportunity to narrow the gaps between humans and regional development. Since 2004, Argentina has been promoting achievements in this regard and made specific regulatory frameworks that have yielded very good results. We made progress through public and private investments in the expansion of our fiber optic federal network and the development of 2 new geostationary communication satellites for remote areas were delivered, which will be added to the existing network for the benefit of our people. We continue to strengthen our national data center and the public cloud, managed by the state-owned company ARSAT, with certifications that provide reliability and scalability potential. At the end of this month, we expect to conclude the bidding process for the 5G spectrum to guarantee the highest communication speeds available. Today, Argentina offers distinctive capabilities for the Industry 4.0 sector, including AI, Internet of Things, robotics, 3D printing, big data, virtual reality, cloud services, and cybersecurity. Since the beginning of this century, there has been tremendous growth in the Argentina's software and IT service sector. Argentina is Latin America's second largest exporter of knowledge-based services. In 2022, services totaling nearly $14.5 billion were exported, of which nearly $8.3 billion were knowledge-based services. During the first half of 2023, services exports continue to grow at a rate of more than 20% year-on-year, and knowledge-based services at record levels were positioned as the country's third largest export pillar, mainly targeted at several of the world's most competitive markets. In the past 15 years, Argentina has been an important platform for the creation and growth of new unicorns. Now, there are 14 unicorn companies created in Argentina. After almost 2 decades of continuous work, the coordinated effort between public policies, companies, researchers, and workers has yielded very good results. Argentina promotes transparent, equitable, and reliable artificial intelligence, which allows us to take advantage of this transformative potential for the benefit of the common good. That is why, last June, Argentina published the recommendations for reliable artificial intelligence. And according to international human rights standards, we have advanced in the integration between all departments related to artificial intelligence in Argentina. We hope to boost the export of services in niche markets where our country has competitive advantages, including design, audiovisual production, agricultural technology, tourism, nuclear energy, and satellites. We hope to increase access for our companies, especially small and medium-sized companies, to Chinese e-commerce platforms, many of which are among the most dynamic in the world. We are going through a new technological and productive revolution. Throughout human history, these revolutions have contributed to progress with ups and downs, not free from tensions and increasing inequalities between people and countries. The recent history of China is a testimony of the potential that growth, technological and industrial development have to improve the quality of life of people. In the spirit of collaboration, mutual respect, peaceful dialogue, and shared progress, Argentina is ready to support all countries and peoples in their initiatives for solidarity and development. Thank you very much.
感谢费尔南德斯总统。Thank you, President Fernandez. 下面请刚果部总统萨苏阁下致辞。Let's welcome His Excellency Denis Sassou Nguesso, President of the Republic of Congo.
Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, les chefs d'État et de gouvernement,
Distinguished
Mesdames
heads
et
of state and heads
Messieurs,
of government, ladies and gentlemen,
je voudrais adresser mes
first of
sincères
all,
et chaleureux remerciements au
I
président
wish to
de la
express
République
our
populaire de Chine,
sincere appreciation to China,
Son Excellence
especially to
Monsieur
President
Xi
Xi
Jinping,
Jinping,
pour m'avoir convié au 3e forum
I thank China and
de la
President Xi
ceinture
for
et la
inviting me
route
myself to participate in the
développement
third Belt and Road Forum for International
et une
Cooperation.
coopération internationale. Notre prompte réponse à cette invitation
The
témoigne
Republic
de l'excellence
of the Congo
des relations entre
has made a swift response
nos deux
to the
États
invitation. This
et de
fully
l'intérêt de mon
demonstrates
pays
the sound
pour une
bilateral
initiative
relationship
tournée
between our
vers
two countries,
les investissements
and also demonstrates
et
that
le
our country
développement
has strong
des
interest in the Belt and Road
infrastructures
Initiative because
qui
this is an
relient les
initiative that
peuples.
focuses on infrastructure
C'est pour
investment
nous
and
l'occasion de
connectivity
saluer
that boosts the connection between our peoples.
les initiatives de la Chine,
I
à
wish to
savoir
take this opportunity
l'initiative pour
express our
la
appreciation
sécurité
to the
mondiale,
initiatives proposed by the Chinese side. That includes the
L'initiative,
Global Security Initiative,
pour la civilisation du monde,
the Global Civilization
l'initiative
Initiative,
pour le développement mondial,
and the Global Development
initiative
Initiative.
auquel mon pays, la République du Congo, souscrit pleinement
Our
et qui
country
épouse
fully agrees
harmonieusement
and supports all these initiatives
l'agenda 2063 de l'Union
because
africaine.
these initiatives are highly in
Excellences,
line with
Mesdames
the
et
AU
Messieurs,
2063 agenda. Ladies and gentlemen,
l'Afrique
friends,
est une terre d'opportunités avec ses abondantes
Africa is a
richesses
land full of
naturelles
opportunities.
encore inexploitées
It has abundant
du
natural
fait
resources.
des difficultés
However,
conjoncturelles
The level
et
of its
financières.
resources being tapped is relatively low.
S'agissant
This is
de
because we
l'Afrique
have
subsaharienne,
some difficulties in terms of
le
financing.
déficit en
In
infrastructures
sub-Saharan
freine
Africa,
d'au
infrastructure
moins
deficit
2%
has
par an
made
la
regional
croissance
economic growth
économique
suffer
de la
from
région
at least 2% of growth every year,
et réduit
and the
la
number is
productivité de
40%
40%.
for production rate.
Pour relever ce défi, les chefs d'État
To
et
tackle
de
these
gouvernement
challenges,
africains ont adopté en janvier
the heads of states
2012
and heads of
le
government of African
programme
countries
pour le
have
développement
passed
des
in
infrastructures en
2012
Afrique, en
the
vigueur
Africa Infrastructure
jusqu'en
Development Plan.
2040.
This plan will be
En
in
guise
force until 2040.
d'illustration, je citerai
And I wish
le
to
corridor de développement
cite
nord-sud,
some actions
N'Djamena,
under this
Bangui,
framework that
Brazzaville,
includes first to
Kinshasa,
build a
avec un pont route-rail sur le fleuve
railway
Congo,
that crosses.
point de
It is
jonction
a south-north
avec
development corridor
la
that connects
transafricaine
with
est-ouest,
Bangui, Brazzaville,
Mombasa,
Kinshasa.
Nairobi,
We will build a
Kampala,
railway that connects
Kisangani,
the east and west
Brazzaville,
of Africa
Pointe-Noire,
and connects
reliant
places like
ainsi l'océan Indien
Mombasa, Nairobi, Kampala,
et
Kisangani,
l'océan Atlantique.
Brazzaville, Pointe-Noire, etc.,
Le chemin de fer
and
Brazzaville,
connect
Pointe-Noire
the
en
Indian
République
Ocean
du
and the
Congo.
Atlantic Ocean.
Le chemin de
And secondly,
fer Kinshasa,
we will
Ilebo,
build a
en
Brazzaville,
République démocratique
Pointe-Noire
du Congo.
railway. The third
La
one is a
navigabilité
Kinshasa
sur
Ilebo
les
railway.
fleuves Congo et
And the fourth
Ubangi.
project is
Nous
to
souhaitons
improve the waterway
sur l'ensemble de ces
in the river of
corridors
Congo and Ubangi.
et la
In the
réalisation
construction of this important
de
infrastructure,
la connectivité numérique. Tels sont également les projets de barrages
and in achieving
hydroélectriques
all
à
these
l'instar
above-mentioned
du
projects,
barrage de
we
Sounda,
also wish to,
du
at the
barrage de
same time,
Cholet,
boost
entre le Congo et le
digital
Cameroun.
connectivity.
Les aménagements
In the meantime, we're also
de
going
sites
to build some
hydroélectriques en aval du fleuve Congo.
hydroelectric projects that
Les
includes
projets
dams
d'interconnexion en fibre
in the
optique
lower reaches of the River
entre
Congo
les pays d'Afrique
and Sonda
centrale.
Dam,
Les projets de
and also to
développement de
achieve
l'agriculture
fiber connectivity
par
between
la
African countries
mécanisation
in the
et
middle of the African
l'irrigation.
continent,
Les projets en matière de
and to
protection de
develop agricultural
l'environnement.
projects of
Toutefois,
that improves irrigation,
l'on note chaque
and at the
année
same time
un gap
improving the
de
environmental
financement
protection.
important de l'ordre d'une centaine de milliards
However,
de dollars
every year
pour
there
la
would
construction
be
d'infrastructures sur le
a huge
continent.
gap for finance that amounts
C'est
to
ainsi que l'initiative, la
tens
ceinture
of
et la
billions
route,
of US dollars in
nous
infrastructure
semble
building
salutaire
in the
pour
African
apporter
continent. So for
des
us,
ressources
the Belt and Road
financières
Initiative
nécessaires
is
à
very
l'ambition
relevant
légitime de l'Afrique
because it can provide
d'être
us the necessary
dotée
financing
en
and help the African
infrastructure
continent achieve
en
its
vue de la
goals,
mise en œuvre
and that is
effective
building infrastructure
de la zone de libre-échange continentale africaine
to help
à
us
l'horizon
build a
2028.
free trade
En
area in the African
conséquence,
continent before
je
2028.
voudrais me réjouir de l'engagement
I
renouvelé
also wish to
du
So
président
I wish
Xi
to take this
Jinping
opportunity
à concrétiser l'appui financier de la
express
République
my
populaire de Chine
appreciation
en
and a
faveur
great
de
thanks
l'Afrique.
to President Xi
Excellences,
because he has
Mesdames et Messieurs,
committed to
tous
further
nos projets
the
sont
financing
essentiels
support to
pour le
Africa.
développement de notre continent.
Ladies and gentlemen, these
développement
projects are
qui
of critical
intègre
importance to our
La
continent.
connectivité des États et des peuples
We
par
hope that
le
through these
numérique
projects,
comme
connectivity
catalyseur
between
du
countries
commerce
can be boosted.
électronique qui permettra aux
In this
entreprises
respect, digital technology can play a
d'élargir
huge part
l'accès au marché et de
because
participer
it can
aux
boost
chaînes de valeur.
companies' market access
Un
and
développement
help
que l'on ne
companies
peut
better participate
s'imaginer
in the value chains.
sans la prise en compte de la
In
protection
the
de
meantime,
l'environnement.
I think it's also necessary to consider
En
environmental
réponse à
protection, which is also an
l'urgence
important
de la
topic.
lutte contre les dérèglements climatiques,
So as to
véritable
tackle
menace
the
pour l'humanité entière.
climate problems.
Et c'est tout
since
l'enjeu
climate change is an
du
important
sommet
threat facing
sur
the entire
les
humanity.
3 bassins forestiers tropicaux, l'Amazonie,
That's why
le
our country is going
Bornéo-Mékong
to hold a
et le
trilateral summit
qui se tiendra du 26 au 28 octobre
summit for the heads of state and heads of government
2023 à
around
Brazzaville.
in countries along the lines
À ce
of
sujet,
Amazon, Mekong, and Congo River. It will be
Mesdames
held
et messieurs
from the
les chefs
October
d'État et de
26th to October
gouvernement,
28th in this
de
year
vous
in
réitérer
Brazzaville.
notre invitation à prendre part
Excellencies, I
au
wish to take this
rendez-vous
opportunity
de Brazzaville.
to extend
Vive
an invitation to you to participate in this summit,
l'initiative, la ceinture et la route.
and
Vive
long live
l'amitié
the Belt and Road Initiative.
sino-congolaise. Vive
Long live
la
the
coopération
Congo-China friendship.
sino-africaine. Je vous remercie.
Long live the China-Africa cooperation. Thank you.
感谢萨苏总统。Thank you, President Sasu. 下面，请肯尼亚总统鲁托阁下致辞。Let's welcome His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya.
Your Excellencies, heads of state and government, esteemed members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I will take this very early opportunity to express my gratitude and that of my delegation to the government and people of China and to His Excellency President Xi Jinping for inviting us to this Third Belt and Road Initiative Forum. President Xi Jinping's leadership has consolidated the emergence of China as an able, ready, and willing champion, and as a force of good throughout the world. This event is special in fundamentally significant ways. First, it gives us an opportunity to celebrate the Belt and Road Initiative and the thousands of rail, road, and other pieces of infrastructure that have been realized over the last 10 years. Secondly, as we celebrate a decade of transformative leadership, which has united us in this historic development partnership founded on connectivity laid by BRI and transitioning into the Global Development Initiative, a flourishing alliance mobilized to deliver sustainable and transformative solutions to the most urgent infrastructure and other development challenges of our time. GDI actualizes the aspirations behind the intensive investment in connectivity, demonstrating the power of infrastructural capital to support rapid socioeconomic and industrial growth and to facilitate innovative, knowledge-based enterprise and governance driven by information, communication, and technology. Thirdly, this year, Kenya commemorates 6 decades of self-rule and at the same time celebrates 60 years of warm, deep, and dynamic friendship with the People's Republic of China. This friendship has lasted from the difficult days of our liberation struggle and the early days of independence all the way to the present era of rapid socio-economic development in a shared win-win arrangement. This is therefore a unique opportunity to bear witness to, appreciate, and celebrate the profound positive impact of true friendship and the destiny of nations and peoples. This friendship is what makes Kenya a key participant in the BRI and the GDI initiatives. Kenya is presently embarked on a bottom-up economic transformation agenda aimed at intensifying strategic investment in priority sectors that will simultaneously reduce poverty, provide universal health coverage, feed millions of citizens, increase their incomes, create jobs annually, accelerate industrialization, promote micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, and boost Kenya's competitiveness over the next decade. It is important to note that BRI investments in Kenya include an expanded and improved road network, both the northern bypass in Nairobi, the western bypass, the southern bypass, the 600-kilometer standard gauge railway, and both air and seaport projects. These projects have transformed connectivity within our country by making greater productivity and efficiency possible. They have also transformed Kenya's connectivity regionally, facilitating cross-border trade and regional integration. I believe it is important to point out a little remarked benefit of infrastructural connectivity. It improves security significantly, enabling individuals, households, communities, and enterprises secure lives, property, and livelihoods. Kenya's overarching national development blueprint, Vision 2030, Africa's Agenda 2063, and China's GDI are all aligned with global development initiatives and especially conducive to the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. The reason is that sustainable transformation must proceed on a robust infrastructural foundation, and the BRI has already established that foundation. Yet, even as we appreciate the successful outcomes of BRI investments, we must pay attention to another transformation which has emerged and rapidly established itself as the most powerful socio-economic, political, and cultural force of our time, the ICT revolution and the digital economy. A notable and deeply worrying feature of the advent of the digital era was the seemingly unstoppable emergence and widening of the digital divide, which separated the highly industrialized, wealthy economies, which could afford the capital needed for infrastructures, research and development, and investment in the new sector from their less developed counterparts who did not have such resources. Anxieties intensified concerning global inequality, pitching the global north against the global south in terms of access to goods and services found in the digital economy, and the rise of powerful firms and individual billionaires who seemed concentrated in a few capitals of the globe. However, the runaway success of the new digital economy was solely on account of its inherent transformational capacity, which had the potential to transform ICT connectivity, facilitate rapid skill and knowledge transfer across the globe, and facilitate aggressive technological leapfrogging, ultimately bridging that divide. Today, the digital economy is accessible to everyone with access to a mobile phone, and consequently, the world which we knew of diverse peoples dispersed across distant continents has given way to a global village where all interaction, whether it is conflict, collaboration, or competition, is only a click away from a button. Ultimately, this is the irresistible promise of the digital economy, its capacity to be inclusive, democratic, to empower individuals and groups with global reach and limitless opportunity, and make possible the most efficient exchange of goods, services, and information. A new digital civilization is emerging that is liberated from the inhibiting orthodoxies of our recent past and present, including the divide between the global north and south, east and west, rich or poor, and so on. The digital economy is one component of this emergent civilization which demands and deserves our attention. The transformational impact of the digital economy is tremendous. By facilitating innovation, research, and development, it has sustained the acceleration of technological transformation to such an extent that absolute paradigm shifts have become normalized punctuations to the global rhythm of change and growth. In only a few decades, we have seen the hopeful beginnings of basic computer programming, as well as the latest advances in artificial intelligence and other cutting-edge technologies. The digital economy has disrupted the traditional economy, reorganized many of its sectors, and abolished others while introducing new ones. It has redefined knowledge, education, information, and entertainment as goods and services, whilst questioning our assumptions about capital, work, leisure, and productivity. The rise of social media has democratized privileges and services that before were enjoyed by a select few, and has facilitated the lucrative monetization of non-traditional goods and services and productivity in activities that in earlier times did not qualify as gainful work. Most importantly, the digital economy is a democratic universe of opportunities for millions of people willing to engage without regard to culture, geographic, territorial, or other barriers and boundaries. It is no wonder that in 2022, e-commerce registered the greatest growth, with retail accounting for 41.5%, software 23.2%, and e-wholesale growing by 10.3%. During the same period, the digital economy contributed around 16% of global GDP, compelling and completing a steady decade of growth of a constant rate of 2.5 times faster than that of the physical economy. There is good reason, ladies and gentlemen, to expect that by 2030, the digital economy will contribute at the very least 30% to the global GDP. For us, as the BRI community, we must accept that the future of transformation is digital and agree to build on the sound foundation of infrastructural connectivity already laid by BRI to plug into this brave new world. The broad shift to digital platforms by producers and consumers across sectors and at each node of every value chain, as well as the embrace of automation and digitization by governments, is arguably the single most catalytic development in global digital transformation. This shift became an urgent existential imperative due to the unprecedented challenges and disruptions occasioned by the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. The demand for digitization, online exchange, automation of service delivery, and the rise of entirely digital industries unlocked new employment opportunities and compelled organizations to reconfigure and restructure. It may be said that the pandemic enabled the digital economy to emerge and define the new strategic and operational direction for business enterprise sustainability. There is also one way to go, and there is only one way to go, and there will be no turning back. Africa is emerging as the last frontier of global industrial transformation. With its tremendous endowments of millions of youthful, skilled, and educated young people, abundant natural resource wealth, including minerals and expansive tracts of arable land, as well as green energy potential, Africa possesses unique capacity to drive the next phase of global industrialization. This means that Africa can become the world's clean, green, cheap global manufacturing hub if the right volumes of investment is directed to our continent within a short time. Africa is also a vast market of over 1.4 billion people. Under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, Pan-African integration is taking off to a highly promising start, with a GDP of $3.5 trillion, which is expected to rise to $4.2 trillion by 2027 in just about 3 short years. The digital economy contributed only 4.5% of Africa's GDP, although it is expected to increase significantly by 2030. Although BRI has enhanced infrastructure connectivity within the continent, there is still much that can be done to bring Africa to the level of interconnectedness where transformation is guaranteed. There is a very strong case, therefore, for the private sector to invest in African road, port, rail, energy, and bandwidth infrastructure in order to connect the 1.4 billion people to the world. The opportunities are literally unlimited, especially if we leverage on the infrastructure already put in place under the BRI initiative. And let me say this, that China has a special place, with no doubt, to enhance the competitiveness of Africa by doing 2 very important things to us in the global south and especially in Africa. Number 1 is for China to work with us in the reform of the international financial institutions so that we can leverage on these institutions and use China's muscle to invest more in those institutions and to work with us in its reform so that countries in the developing world can access more concessional development financing to lift the huge burden on many African countries of liquidity that they experience at this point in time. We want to thank China for China's willingness to invest in our regional multilateral development banks, the Africa Development Bank, Afri-Exim Bank, Trade Development Bank, to facilitate Africa's growth and development initiatives. And I want to use this forum to thank the government of China for that consideration. Secondly, China's immense knowledge and capabilities in renewable energy will go a long way in ensuring that we unlock the huge potential of renewable energy assets in our continent and investments in green manufacturing, green industrialization. And I again want to take this opportunity to thank the government of China for its commitment to invest in industrialization in our continent, in modernizing agriculture in our continent, and in also working with us on the development of human capital and matters talent development in our continent. Many telecommunication firms are investing at deepening mobile internet penetration in many African countries, thereby preparing the continent for digitization. The true Pan-African post-colonial essential economic liberation agenda is therefore going to be waged and won in the digital sphere. In Kenya, the digital economy has our full attention at the highest policy level because we recognize our digital ICT capacity as a critical driver of our economic competitiveness. Kenya is the home of the Africa's Silicon Savannah, the globally acclaimed innovation, research and development and incubation ecosystem which facilitates efficient capacity building for individual developers as well as startup companies. Since this ecosystem has become intrinsic to our digital and overall national brand, and because we recognize the digital economy as the emerging frontier of opportunity, productivity, and competitiveness, we are committed to invest resources in completing Kenya's digital superhighway, comprising 100,000 kilometers of new last-mile fiber optic cable to connect the entire country and turn it into a single digital hotspot. And taking connectivity to the grassroots by providing free Wi-Fi access at 25,000 centers countrywide and 1,450 ICT hubs equipped for digital innovation, remote working, and other online enterprises to enable our youth find opportunities. We have prioritized teaching and learning of digital skills, including coding, from the primary school level all the way to tertiary education. The curriculum for primary and secondary education, as well as tertiary learning institutions, will continuously be reviewed to make sure that Kenya's youth stay up to speed in terms of global technological changes. We will never tire in proclaiming that Kenya pioneered the era of mobile payment and mobile money. We have fully integrated this mobile digital payment system into our economy, leading the world in authentic digital economic revolution. Payments for goods and services from both public and private providers is now primarily mobile and digital in Kenya, and it is proudly powered by our Chinese collaborating companies. The feasibility of mobile payment has transformed payments and settlements in Kenya, improved security, and enhanced financial inclusion, including the provision of low-interest loans to low-income earners and payments of social support for vulnerable groups of our society. It has also made it possible for government to collect more revenue efficiently and to transition government services en masse onto a digital platform. In 2020, the digital economy contributed 10% of Kenya's GDP. As a result of various strategic interventions we have implemented, including those that I have shared with you, we expect this contribution to be not less than 20% in 2 years' time. Kenya remains open for trade and investment and is committed to becoming a globally competitive player in the digital economy. This aspiration naturally implies numerous opportunities for smart investors and proactive development partners. I stand before you to make a strong call that this forum resolve to commit greater investment to Africa's infrastructure development generally, and in particular, to intensify investment in the growth of the digital economy throughout the continent. Kenya is the landing site for 6 undersea fiber optic cables. It is also an advantageously located multinational, continental, and regional logistical, humanitarian, commercial, trade, and investment destination. Kenya is the perfect gateway to East Africa, COMESA, and the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. Kenya is also a warm, welcoming home of hard-working, enterprising people. I invite you to bring your investments through Kenya, the ultimate gateway to Africa's 1.4 billion people, a majority of whom are young men and young women. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Ruto. 下面请越南国家主席武文赏阁下致辞。Let's welcome His Excellency Vo Van Tam, President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
Dear Comrade, Kai Q, Standing Member of the Politburo, Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China, Chair of the meeting, dear leaders of countries, leaders of international organizations, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to attend the Third Belt and Road International Cooperation Forum. I respectfully thank Chinese President Xi Jinping for inviting us and giving us a cordial and thoughtful welcome. I very much appreciate President Xi Jinping's profound speech at the opening ceremony this morning. This year's forum has important historical significance, marking 10 years of formation and development of the Belt and Road Initiative, launched by Chinese President Xi Jinping. With high political will, determination, large investment, many programs, projects, and specific actions, Belt and Road Initiative has become a major international cooperation mechanism, making concrete, important contribution to infrastructure connectivity, global economic integration, forming an open, inclusive, high-quality cooperation framework that brings practical benefits to all participants. Moreover, deepening the friendship and attachment, the bonds between peoples of all countries. Vietnam always supports initiatives beneficial to peace, cooperation, and development in the region and the world. We appreciate, welcome, and have actively participated in many important global mechanisms and initiatives launched by China, including the Belt and Road Initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome the topic, digital economy, new drivers for growth, of this high-level forum. Digital transformation is an inevitable trend that is taking place strongly and widely globally, driven by new and modern technology breakthroughs such as Internet of Things, big data, artificial intelligence. Many important parts of the traditional economy have been rapidly transitioning to the digital economy. Digital economy opens up enormous and new potential and development space and will quickly create close connections between countries. Each country has the opportunity to participate more deeply, becoming an inseparable part of the global digital economy. However, it also poses potential security and social security risks if not oriented and handled properly. Belt and Road Cooperation has grasped this trend, contributing to promoting and making an important contribution to the profound change of countries along the digital Silk Road, from current digital infrastructure, forming smart cities and vibrant commercial activities in the digital space. Vietnam attaches importance to roads connecting with the world, both on land in the air, at sea, and in digital space, and we welcome economic linkages and regional connectivity initiatives, which contribute to building a multi-connected, open, inclusive, and sustainable economy with the people at the heart. Vietnam is making efforts to accelerate digital transformation and develop the digital economy, restructuring the economy in association with the renewal of growth models. We determine the new space is the new digital economy, and the new productive forces are digital human resources, digital technology, and digital data. The new driving force is digital innovation. In recent years, Vietnam's digital economy growth rate has increased rapidly. By 2022, contribute 14.26% to GDP, and we are aiming for 20% of GDP by 2025 and 30% of GDP by 2030. Vietnam has a modern and widespread telecommunications infrastructure network with nearly 80 million of internet users, tens of thousands of hardware and software technology businesses. At the same time, we are synchronously implementing mechanisms and policies to encourage development, to create a legal framework to manage and regulate the digital economy. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure the harmony of interests among countries and bring practical benefits to the people in the process of digital transformation and digital economic development, we propose 3 pillars, including digital institutions, digital infrastructure, and digital human resources. Cooperation in digital institutions to develop appropriate regulations, ensuring transparency, safety, and data security, especially personal data, create a friendly and attractive business environment, prevent and combat transnational crime, ensure safety, security, and national sovereignty. The process of building laws, regulations, and general standards on digital economy needs to take into account the level of development and specific characters of countries to ensure a balance of interests and equality for all parties, to create opportunities for countries to develop, to form and nurture domestic industries. We hope that China and other countries and international organizations will share your experiences in developing e-commerce and the universal e-payment programs. Second, cooperation on digital infrastructure to ensure and improve the capacity of countries to participate in the global digital economy. Digital infrastructure must be considered as an important part and as important as transportation infrastructure. Transport infrastructure is material flow. Digital infrastructure is data flow. These two flows must always be compatible and synchronized with each other. I call on international financial institutions and businesses with potential to research and cooperate in investing in infrastructure projects in Vietnam and the region. Second, cooperation on digital human resources to develop high-quality human resources capable of researching, developing, and applying technology, especially new and modern technologies such as big data and artificial intelligence. In this field, it is necessary to promote knowledge and technology transfer projects, especially the active cooperation of university research institutes from other countries. Ladies and gentlemen, Vietnam is always a friend, a trusted partner, and a responsible member of the international community. We will continue working closely with China and other countries and international organizations to study and implement cooperation programs aimed at the common goals set out in accordance with the specific conditions and characteristics of each nation. I firmly believe that with the joint efforts of all of us, the Belt and Road Initiative will continue achieving brilliant milestones, contributing peace, cooperation, and sustainable development in the region and the world over. I would like to wish the Third Belt and Road High-Level Forum for International Cooperation great successes. I wish you all good health and great success. Thank you very much.
感谢吴文赏主席。Thank you, President Vo Van Tan. 下面请柬埔寨首相洪马赖阁下致辞。Let's welcome His Excellency Hong Manai, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
His Excellency Chai Chi, member of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the CPC, and member of the Secretariat of the CPC Central Committee. Excellencies, Head of States and Governments, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I have the great pleasure to attend the third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperations and to deliver remarks on digital economy as a new source of growth in this high-level forum. First and foremost, allow me to congratulate the government of the People's Republic of China and the BRI participating countries on the 10th anniversary of this important initiative that has helped link the world in the sphere of prosperity through robust, soft, hard connectivity. Truth be told, the world has not witnessed such a great global initiative in decades. Since the end of the Cold War, the Belt and Road Initiative has been instrumental in providing many developing countries, including Cambodia, with numerous advantages such as the development of physical infrastructure, increased foreign direct investments, economic growth, regional and global integrations, and people-to-people exchanges. For this, I express my sincere admirations to the People's Republic of China for shouldering these heavy responsibilities and exercising global leadership. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, for the past decade, digital technology has been rapidly advancing and becoming a key factor in promoting greater global economic and social connectivity, bringing us closer and more dependent on each other. With digitizations gaining momentum in various economic activities in both scope and scales, digital economy has also been growing by leaps and bounds. According to the World Economic Forum, the global digital economy was valued at $14.5 trillion in 2021 and is expected to reach $20.8 trillion by 2025. Many nations, including those along the Belt and Road routes, are seeking to diversify their economies. The digital economy offers a unique opportunity to achieve this goal by creating new industries and markets, stimulating innovations and entrepreneurship, utilizing digital technology to connect to the global value chain, reducing dependency on traditional sectors and driving economic dynamism and competitiveness. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to harness the full potentials of the digital economy requires a comprehensive approach, including developing favorable policies and regulations, enabling infrastructure, and other necessary conditions that can support innovations, protect intellectual property rights, and promote digital literacy. Furthermore, collaboration between governments and other relevant stakeholders, such as private sector entities and academia, is essential to drive innovation and address challenges associated with digital economy. The private sector plays a crucial role in promoting successful and effective digital economy integrations. Therefore, initiatives such as digital skills training programs, awareness-raising campaigns, and consultative forums with private sector should be enhanced to address challenges and seize opportunity in the digital economy. Building a robust digital foundation is also pivotal to unlocking the full potentials of the digital economy. However, this requires a huge amount of financing and technical expertise. In this sense, I would like to encourage increased funding for building and developing digital infrastructures, including connectivity, data center and security, and other digital enablers and platforms in developing countries, particularly through the Belt and Road Initiative. Last, let us not forget the importance of sustainability in the digital economy. As we embrace new technologies, we must ensure that they are used responsibly and in a manner that aligns with our environmental and social goals. This includes promoting green technologies, reducing digital waste, and addressing the digital divide to ensure equal access for all. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as a nation with a young, dynamic population and a burgeoning tech-savvy workforce, Cambodia is well-positioned to leverage the digital economy to its advantage. The Royal Government of Cambodia has introduced a series of visionary policies and initiatives, such as Cambodia Digital Economy and Society Policy Framework 2135, Cambodia Digital Government Policy 2022 to 2035, the Pentagon Strategy Phase 1, and Cambodia Financial Technology Development Policy 2023-2028, firmly underpinning Cambodia's commitment to transitioning from a conventional economic model to a resilient digital economy. In this respect, I would like to welcome key partners, both from public and private sectors, to explore tremendous opportunities that Cambodia can offer in the field of digital economy. In closing, I extend my sincere gratitude to all participants for their commitments to this vital dialogue. Let us seize the opportunities before us, embrace the digital revolutions, and pave the way for a new era of growth and prosperity through digital economy. Thank you very much.
感谢洪马奈首相 ，Thank you, Prime Minister Hong Manai。下面请尼日利亚副总统谢蒂玛阁下致辞。Let's welcome His Excellency Kashim Shettima, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, I would like to convey the warm greetings and sincere thanks of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to His Excellency Xi Jinping, President of the People's Republic of China, for the kind invitation to attend the celebration of the Third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation in this serene and beautiful city of Beijing. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to President Xi Jinping, the government and good people of China for the warm hospitality extended to me and my delegation since our arrival in Beijing. Let me also commend Mr. President for the excellent arrangement put in place for the successful hosting of this forum. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it gives us great pleasure to be part of this occasion, commemorating the 10th anniversary of the conception of the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. We commend His Excellency President Xi Jinping for this laudable initiative, which has contributed immensely towards reshaping the global economic landscape through infrastructure development programs. Since its establishment in 2013, the BRI, which can be said to be the largest development undertaking in the world, has made giant strides in achieving groundbreaking contributions to world economic growth and development, especially in areas of infrastructure and people-to-people exchanges. Hence, this year's theme, high-quality Belt and Road Cooperation, together for common development and prosperity, could not have been more apt. These achievements are reflective of China's commitment to leveraging on the principles of cooperation and joint efforts towards achieving economic development for the common prosperity of developing economies. I also wish to note that BRI has been a major contributor to the implementation of the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Growth. Excellencies, on the topic digital economy as a new source of growth, you will agree with me that the world has been experiencing a whole new and improved dimension to global governance through digital technology. The digital economy has played an important role in accelerating global economic growth and recovery, as well as emplacement of mechanisms to ease the process of engaging in transborder trade and e-commerce, amongst many other advantages. As the world emerges from the global economic downturn caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, there is crucial need for developing economies to employ digital transformation practices in aspects of manufacturing, agriculture, retail, human capacity building, as well as medical and health care, in order to achieve any meaningful and sustainable development. I would therefore like to commend China for introducing the Digital Silk Road as a vehicle for achieving international economic cooperation beyond geographical borders. Nigeria is no exception in the global shift towards a digitalized economy. Being the largest economy in Africa and the most populous country in the continent, we intend to remain at the top rank of the ladder through the formulation and implementation of progressive and digital-oriented policies. Nigeria started by establishing the National Digital Economic Policy Strategy in November 2019, aimed at transforming and repositioning Nigeria's economy into a leading digital economy. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our National Digital Economy Policy Strategy has 8 pillars: digital literacy, skills development, solid infrastructure, soft infrastructure, service infrastructure, digital societies, emerging technologies, as well as indigenous development. In the same vein, we have, on the heels of this policy, embarked on the creation of ICT parks in the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria in order to support the government's objectives for the country's digital economy. The objective of establishing these parks is to address the vacuum in the technological needs of Nigerians, enable them acquire the necessary digital skills, and also boost small and medium enterprises. We have recently unveiled the new strategic blueprint, accelerating our collective prosperity through digital technical efficiency, as part of the federal government's initiative to accelerate the diversification of the Nigerian economy by enhancing productivity in critical sectors through technological innovation. Through this strategic blueprint, the federal government aims to achieve 3 key objectives. 1, accelerate the growth of Nigeria as a global technical talent hub and next exporter of talent. One of the goals of this talent hub is to train 3 million early to mid-career technical talents throughout the next 4 years, 2023 to 2027. According to Korn Ferry, a global consultancy outfit, by the year 2035, there will be 65 million talent deficit across the world. The United States, Russia, and Brazil will suffer 6 million talent deficits. Africa is the youngest continent. The average age of the African continent is 19. Nigeria stands at a unique opportunity of tapping into this talent hub. Most importantly, our proximity to Europe, our proficiency in English is an added advantage towards repositioning our economy. So, Your Excellency, the challenge is to you in Kenya. 2, deepen and accelerate its position in global research in key technology areas. And 3, raise the complexity and dynamics of Nigeria's economy by significantly increasing the level of digital literacy across the country. Nigeria has also enhanced its national broadband plan, which is targeted at boosting its broadband penetration rate from 50 to 70% by the end of 2025. In this connection, Nigeria has unveiled Omeife Artificial Intelligence and Omeife Digital Literacy applications developed by Unicorn Group, Of the 8 unicorns in Africa, 5 are in Nigeria. The applications are derivatives of OVP, Africa's first humanoid robot. The launch of these 2 applications is furtherance of the federal government's commitment to achieving the 95% digital literacy in Nigeria. Through these applications, Nigerians and the world will have easy access to education. The applications also offer translation services from English language to other targeted languages, including Pidgin English, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, French, Swahili, and Arabic. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, early in the year, the Central Bank of Nigeria launched a domestic card scheme codenamed Africa Go to rival foreign cards like Master and Visa cards and strengthen the national payment system, as well as the usage of electronic platforms. Nigeria also launched the Agro e-Naira wallet engagement, which will enable farmers to create e-Naira wallet accounts for the programmable intervention and access to swap loans. Under this scheme, the federal government aims at enrolling 5 million farmers across the northern states in the 2023 to 2024 dry and wet season farming. Undoubtedly, Nigeria has recorded a number of achievements, including a digitalized public service, developed banking and e-payment systems, electoral reforms through the introduction of the electronic registration of voters and e-transmission of votes, thus creating ripple effects of job creation and human capacity building opportunities for our teeming youth population. We are therefore keen on using the instrumentality of the existing robust Nigeria-China bilateral relations to maximally key into projects under the platform of the Digital Silk Road for the improvement of our digital space. There are many institutions in Nigeria that can leverage on support in the area of digital research, such as the Nigeria Institute of International Affairs. Finally, being a trading partner to most BRI member countries in varying degrees, I would like to seize this opportunity to assure you of Nigeria's readiness to collaborate with the group and other emerging markets to bring about a positive shift in the growth and development of global economies for the overall achievement of long-term economic policies in order to attain greater cooperation within the global South. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I cannot conclude without congratulating President Xi Jinping and his government for the assistance and partnership extended to Nigeria. On behalf of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the good people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I assure President Xi Jinping and the government of China of our unalloyed commitment towards sustaining the subsisting cordial relations between our two countries and people. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Vice President Shedima.下面请希腊总理高级别代表、发展部部长斯克雷卡斯阁下致辞。Let's welcome His Excellency Konstantinos Skouras, High Representative of Greek Prime Minister, Minister of Development.
Your Excellencies, distinguished speakers and participants, it is a great pleasure to attend this significant forum, which stimulates creative dialogues and collaboration on pressing global issues. And therefore, I would like to thank the Chinese government for the kind invitation to attend the Belt and Road Forum. At this turning point of global history, we certainly need to act together in order to address multiple unprecedented challenges. These include the climate crisis, inflation pressures, and disruptions in supply chains amid destabilizing geopolitics. The European Union is strongly committed to achieving climate neutrality by 2050, but we only account for 8% of global emissions. This underlines the crucial role of climate action at the global level. Regarding the digital economy and its transformation, the European Union target is that 75% of our companies should adopt high-tech by 2030, boosting their efficiency and extraversion. At the same time, however, the global cybersecurity landscape appears volatile, with cyber threats increasing by 150% a year. The above examples illustrate that we have to act now, working closely in order to deliver future-proof solutions and shape a sustainable future. I would like to emphasize that the Greek government, the government of Kyriakos Mitsotakis, is actively implementing coherent and ambitious strategies on both the green and digital transition, driving a profound transformation of the Greek economy across all sectors. It is revealing that foreign direct investments in Greece increased by 57% in 2022 versus just 1% in Europe. Leveraging our strategic position at the crossroads of Europe, Africa, and Asia, we actively transform Greece into a hub for green energy and innovation. We strengthen our role in logistics, and we foster our industrial base, especially in cutting-edge sectors. Via our policies, we rapidly enhance efficiency, connectivity, and diversification. We have been accelerating the green transition, as this is the key not only for energy security, but also for affordable prices, both for households and for businesses. Renewables in Greece account now for 50% of our consumption and will exceed 80% of the electricity consumption in 2030. Over the last 5 years, we have managed to increase by 10 times the deployment rate of renewables. In 2019, we were deploying 200 megawatts on an annual basis, and in 2022, we have deployed almost 2,000 megawatts. Greece also is a frontrunner in 5G coverage, reaching 86% in 2022. Our data centers are expected to grow at an annual rate of 9% over the next 5 years. Last year, the score for digital public services increased by 54% for businesses and 25% for citizens. Regarding data connectivity, ongoing subsea systems are bringing new international routes in the Mediterranean region. Furthermore, our aim is to transform Greece into the main logistics hub for Southeast Europe, exploiting our role as a pillar of stability in the region. Piraeus is now the 4th largest container port in Europe, handling more than 5 million TEUs, 20-foot containers, and being directly connected with 30 countries. The port throughput is now 7 times higher than in 2008 when COSCO initially started operation. When COSCO acquired the port of Piraeus in 2008, the port's throughput was just 1.5 million TEUs, and now it is nearly 5.5 million TEUs. Greek shipping is also thriving. During the last 10 years, the Greek merchant fleet, currently consisting of 5,520 ships, has grown by 50%, representing 60% of the European fleet and ensuring the resilience of supply chains. Notably, Greek ship owners have built a total of 1,300 ships in China, with 56 bulk carriers currently being constructed here. Overall, this landmark event, the 10-year anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative, comes at exciting times for Greece. Our economy is growing rapidly at a rate 3 times higher than the European average. Greece is returning to investment-grade status, paving the way for massive investments. Exports of products and services have also increased by 60% over the last 4 years. In 2022, Greece was ranked first worldwide in terms of improving the business environment according to economists. First worldwide regarding the attractiveness of investments in renewables according to EY's report. Second in the European Union in terms of increasing its public spending for research and innovation. For all the previous achievements, the huge digital transformation of our public sector played a very critical role. So the time to invest in Greece is now, for 5 main reasons. First, political stability, as our government has a fresh, strong mandate for a second 4-year term. Second, fiscal stability, as Greece has achieved the largest reduction in public debt in the European Union. Third, our bold reform agenda, further strengthening competitiveness and speeding up the award of justice and digital economy. Fourth, our outstanding scientific staff, both inside and outside the country. And fifth, a thriving innovation ecosystem with 800 startups, already 2 unicorns and 10 soon unicorns. Therefore, Greece, ladies and gentlemen, has evolved into a success story, but we must strive all together to shape a common future of hope, a future of sustainable growth and resilience for our nations and the next generations. Thank you.
感谢斯克雷卡斯高级别代表。Thank you, High Representative Skoulekas. 下面，请中共中央政治局常委、中央书记处书记蔡奇阁下致总结词。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome His Excellency Cai Qi to conclude the first phase of the forum.
感谢各位领导人的精彩发言。
I thank the leaders for your splendid remarks.
大家回顾的"一带一路"倡议提出
Just now we have
10周
reviewed
年取得的
the
深
BRI
受成果，
outcomes in the past 10 years
就
since its
推进高质
inception,
量共建"一带一路"，特别是
and
数字
we
经
have
济
seen
合
some
作
very
提
good
出了宝
advice
贵意
being
见
put
建议。
forth on high-quality Belt and
数
Road
字经济
cooperation
是全球经
and
济增长
digital
的重
economy
要驱动力。
cooperation. Digital
将
economy
成
is an
为"一带一路"国
important
际
driving
合作
force
的
for
重要
global
增长
economy
点。
and will be an important
对此
growth
大家都有
driving force for Belt and
共
Road
同的
international
看法。
cooperation. I think
这
we
里
more
我
or less agree on
愿
this.
简要
On this.
总结如下：
And I wish to recap this session as the
数字
following.
经济
First,
在释放发展中国家潜力，
digital economy
包容性增
plays an
长方
important
面
role
发挥
in
着
releasing the
重要作
potential
用。
of developing countries
我们
and
要
achieving
共同打
inclusive
造
growth.
数字资源共
We
建
need
共
to
享、
jointly build a
数字
digital
经济
Silk
活力
Road
迸发、
with
数
shared
字治理精
resources,
准高效、
vibrant economy,
数字安全
efficient
保障有力、
governance,
数字合作
enhanced
互利共赢的
security,
数字
and win-win
丝绸之路，
cooperation,
从而消弭发展中国家
so as
面
to
临的数
mitigate
字鸿沟。
the digital gap facing
Yeah.
many developing countries.
共建"一带一路"国家要提
Second,
升数字
Belt and
互
Road
通
countries need
互
to
联
boost
互通水平，
digital connectivity. and build and improve important information infrastructure like regional telecommunication, fiber, internet, and satellite navigation, and explore a way to expand the connection to high-speed internet with affordable prices. It's also important to facilitate the deep integration between digital technology and the real economy, and to facilitate digital transformation in manufacturing, agriculture, and the service sectors, and to boost the application of technologies like the blockchain and artificial intelligence in areas like finance, shipping, trade, and culture. We hereby welcome more financing support from multilateral development banks and international financial institutions to developing countries in the field of digital economy. Thirdly, BRI countries need to cooperate to facilitate institutional connectivity. Countries need to fully leverage their advantages. They should fully leverage the advantage of digital economy in facilitating cross-border trade and boost cooperation in e-commerce and digital payment, and seek the alignment between digital standards. We need to strengthen digital capacity, improve public digital skills and literacy, and increase digital inclusiveness. Fourth, the international community needs to play a mainstream role in digital economic governance and supporting the UN in playing a bigger role in cyber international governance, and to build an open, fair, just, and non-discriminative digital economic environment, and to build a cyber community for the shared future. China and dozens of countries have jointly launched the BEIJING Initiative on the Belt and Road International Digital Economic Cooperation. This is an open initiative, and we welcome and look forward to more participation in this initiative. China has proposed the Global Artificial Intelligence Governance Initiative, and we call for all countries' cooperation on the information sharing and digital cooperation in AI governance, and jointly prevent the risks, and form more broad-based consensus and conform a more broad-based artificial intelligence framework and standard, so as to improve the security, reliability, controllability, and fairness of AI technology. We welcome everyone's participation. Just now, some leaders have put forth some very constructive advice and ideas on the specific issues on digital economic cooperation, so we welcome more discussion in the following sessions. And now I declare the third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation's first session of the high-level forum on digital economy closed. Thank you.
女士们、先生们，让我们用热烈的掌声欢送中外领导人离场。Ladies and gentlemen, let's send off leaders with warm applause.